Good evening, everybody. You're watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division I Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Crowell Pascal, back for another round of Scarlet Knights Ice Hockey here on BSB to round out the weekend here on this lovely Sunday, the final one here in September as the Scarlet Knights take on the Farmingdale State College Rams. As we get ready to go, thank you for joining us once again here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Rutgers finally got their first win of the year yesterday against this Farmingdale team, a 5-2 victory in yesterday's outing for the Scarlet Knights. As we get ready to go, we will send it on down to the press box for the starting lineups, national anthem, and then puck drop here between Rutgers and Farmingdale. Always a wonderful rendition of the national anthem here at these Rutgers games as we get ready to go here for this one. Rutgers looking for their second win of the season. Farmingdale looking to push back here against this Rutgers squad after yesterday's 5-2 loss up at Farmingdale. Looking at the starters, at least for the goaltending matchup, Brian Cronin against Marcus Paltuff. In between the pipes, Cronin for Farmingdale, Paltuff for Rutgers as we get ready to go. Here for this one, and we're off. Rutgers able to win the draw. Here to start this first period as Butchko will go back and get it. We'll take a look at the starters here for both sides. Jacob Kravitz, Joe Quigley, Chris Keller, Frank Alessi, and Thomas Ivers, the five skaters for Farmingdale. And then for Rutgers, Nissan Geraci, Patrick Haynes, Dale Campbell, Connor Reagan, and Ryan Butchko. The 5 on the ice now for the Scarlet Knights, as we're going to get a whistle quickly here, and we're going to get a penalty, and I think this is going to be on Rutgers. Indeed, it will be an early penalty here on the Scarlet Knights. It's going to be Dale Campbell going to the box. So Campbell will go to the sin bin here for 2 minutes, and Farmingdale will have the first power play opportunity here of this game. Early here, just only about under 30 seconds into this contest as it's quickly taken. That one's blocked right in front there by the Scarlet Knights. Puck goes down behind the goal line now, looking for some options. Ivers plays back up to Quigley. Quigley finds Ivers again on the pass, laying this one off to the point. Quick shot through traffic, that one's blocked away. They were looking to try and find that into the middle. Looking for the 44 of Jace Lombardo as he has it now down low. Lombardo looking up to the point again, able to connect on the feed, back up to the point there for Leppert as his shot is stopped away there by Paltoff. We'll go back up to the point, kept in here by Farmingdale. Sent around the zone. Crowdell will get to it first. Pitch back into the corner here for the 44 of Lombardo. He fires a shot. That one is stopped yet again by Paltoff, but it's kept in the zone once again by the Rams. Now taken by Rutgers and finally cleared out of the zone, and we'll go all the way back down the ice. Both teams in the midst of some wholesale line changes here. About 58 seconds left to go on the power play for Farmingdale. As this one is collected and sent forward, able to find the 15 of O'Donnell. He fires a shot onto Paltoff, and he will just hold that one with the glove. Paltoff from Newtown, Connecticut. First year here with this Rutgers team. This puck kept in the zone yet again here on the power play. Able to keep that is Tim Duffy. Duffy here on the near side circle. Tries to place a nice cross crease pass. That shot went wide and goes up into the netting. That was a blistering shot there from Chris Keller, sporting the 26 for Farmingdale. They've played 2 games so far this year, a 1-1 record. Their loss last night to Rutgers, their only loss on the year. They had a big 8-1 win against Marist back on the 20th. And for Rutgers, a tough start to the year as Paltoff makes another save there. Has stopped all 3 he's seen so far. But for Rutgers, it's been a rough start to the season so far. Started the year 0-3-0-1 with a shootout loss and 3 regulation losses. They lost to Lehigh in a shootout, then lost 4-2 to Temple, and then 9-3 and 10-2 back here at home against IUP last weekend, as we're down to 8 seconds left to go on the power play. Puck at the point for Alessi, who lays it off. Duffy trying to get a pass through into the middle, couldn't do so. He's on it again. Duffy fires, that one goes wide. Rebound chance for Farmingdale, we're back to 5-on-5. At the point, that shot goes wide of everybody. As it bounces to the corner, Hayne takes a man down. Just took down Keller. As it's kept here by Farmingdale again, another shot that goes up and over. It's been all Farmingdale so far here with 17-12 left to go in the first. Now Cotta gets taken down. No call, we continue. Or actually, we are going to get a delayed penalty as Reagan walks on through. And it is stopped. Now Reagan going at it in the corner. Reagan getting in the mix over in the left side corner as Brian Cronin made that stop on him. Will we get another penalty here besides that initial call here on Frank Alessi for Farmingdale? So he will go to the box. And now another power play, but this time it is for the Scarlet Knights. So Rutgers here on the power play now. Just killed off a power play from Farmingdale and have their own power play chance as this goes to Albrecht. Albrecht finds Hilliard. Shots 3-1 right now in favor of Farmingdale as it is collected here by Rutgers again. Albrecht at the point. Tries to play a pass across. It got sticked away as Smargon goes into the wall. Smargon to Albrecht, who pokes it away yet again. Able to find it across. As Albrecht has it to Hilliard. Back up to the point for Albrecht. He fires through traffic. That one got blocked in front. Might have hit off his own teammate there. That was Kata. As it gets sent back here to the neutral zone for Albrecht. Smargon driving in. He squeezed hard against the wall as his puck is just kept here in the zone by Farmingdale, who now send that one the distance. That one went all the way on to Paltuff. As we're down to a minute left to go here on the power play for Rutgers. Trying to build a head of steam. Entering the zone, trying to lay off. Walknicker fires. He tried to go top shelf there on the blocker side, but it's stopped by Cronin. As it will go all the way back here to Reagan. Connor Reagan working his way into the zone, looking to try and get around everybody. Cronin with another stop. Rebound chance on Butchko. He makes that one as well. Down to 22 seconds left to go on the power play. Pass finds Turner. Turner lays off, able to find Campbell. Campbell dekes by one, plays it across, finds Turner on the feed. Turner into the zone. Down behind the goal line now, he looks for some options to get set up with 7 seconds left to go on the power play. Pass meant for Campbell, too far as Butchko plays back up to the point. Haynes at the blue line through traffic. Rebound chance was there. 2 big stops. Puck is still loose as it bounces across to Reagan, who fires, knocked again away. There by Cronin. Big stop there from Cronin as Reagan looks. Another stop, and he gets it with the glove. Cronin with a massive save there with the leather. Brian Cronin playing out of his mind right now at the end of that PK there. Shots now 9-4 in favor of Rutgers. Just had a whole bunch of them. As Cronin is going to have to take some time to fix his mask here. Comes over to try and get some help here from the bench. Seems like he is good to go now. Got some help from fellow goaltender for Farmingdale, Andrew Barron. Face-off one back there by Rutgers. Looking across, quick shot through traffic, another stop by Cronin again. Some excellent saves here from him as Gorman puts this into the near side wall. Goes all the way around for Amasquita as trying to move this is Michael Chang. Tried to go back up to the point. Nice body there from Rutgers along the boards. That was Chang again as it's lofted up and out. Delayed high stick here on the play. No one wants to touch the puck, and now Farmingdale finally does. Faceoff will come back into the Farmingdale end. But thank you once again for joining us here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting as we've got a moment here. It's been a busy weekend for us here at BSB. Had 2 games on Friday night, 2 games yesterday, and another one here today. Not even our busiest weekend on the schedule as a big chance from Rutgers is stopped there by Cronin. Garrett Cotta just got absolutely robbed there by Cronin. Has kept this a 0-0 game. Could easily be a 2 or 3-0 lead for Rutgers right now as that one is kicked aside by Cronin again. Might have hit the outside of the post as well. As this goes back out to the neutral zone. Cotta will dump it back in. Puck along the boards, lifted up and out. Cotta knocked it down for a moment. It goes back to Appleweisan. Now the captain, Albrecht. He will spring this forward, finds Cotta. As it's knocked away here, trying to find the 47 of Duffy. Duffy tried to loft the pass through Albrecht, couldn't do it. As it's sent to the corner here for O'Donnell. Puck here by Minio. That shot is blocked away. As it bounces here for a moment, and it is knocked up and out of the zone there by Rutgers. Was sent out by Bedard, as here comes Duffy the other way. His shot is deflected wide by Albrecht. Another chance here for Minio as he goes into the corner. Puck up to the point, not kept in at the blue line. Bounced off the stick there of Alessi as he has to play off to Kravitz. Here comes Reagan the other way. Campbell fires. Another save there from Cronin. This top line of Reagan, Campbell, and Nissan Geraci has been very good for Rutgers so far this year. As Campbell gets it here off the draw, off that misplayed pass, he has it once again at the hash marks. Down to Reagan, back to Campbell. Sharp angle shot, that one went wide. Farmingdale able to clear the zone for now. Haynes will get it back and just dump it back in as Reagan tried to get back on side. Shots 12-4 currently in favor of Rutgers, as they've had a good majority of the chances after that killed power play. As here comes Campbell looking for Reagan, kicked aside by Cronin. Another save for him. Pass up the other way now for Quigley. Quigley, cross ice, tried to center that one to the slot. Good job on the back check as Keller got tangled up there for Farmingdale. Pass across to Campbell. He will send into the zone, but it's gloved down by Quigley and laid off. That was actually by McGregor as it spun around there by Keller. Bouncing puck will go all the way back into the Rutgers end behind Paltiff, and that'll be an icing here on Farmingdale. So a 0-0 game so far still here between the Scarlet Knights and the Rams. Once again, thank you for joining us here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting here on this lovely final Sunday of September here in 2025. Still not real hockey weather just yet, as it's about 84 degrees outside, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Once we get into October, hopefully we'll cool down into pure hockey weather as the season just kicking off here for the 25-26 campaign for all the teams in the ACHA. Hilliard will take this puck away, trying to drive this into the zone. Had it knocked away for a moment. He gets it back, though, plays it lower for Turner. Turner along the wall, takes a bump there with the shoulder as a stick just got launched. That went up and over the glass and out of play. We continue on, no penalty, and now we're going to get one behind the play, as it's going to be on Farmingdale. Delayed power play here for Rutgers, but that is going to be offside as Turner entered the zone. And it looks like it's going to be the 52 of Dylan Bridgewood going to the box for Farmingdale. So right back to the power play go the Scarlet Knights. And I think this faceoff is actually going to end up outside the zone. But like I was mentioning earlier, Rutgers with their first win yesterday of the 25-26 campaign. A big one, a needed one for this Rutgers squad as they took on this Farmingdale team yesterday evening up at Farmingdale. 5-2 victory for Rutgers, a much-needed victory for Coach Joe Dixon and this Rutgers team as this one bounces back to the point for Haynes. Haynes plays lower, looking in front for Reagan, tries to get it into the slot, but it's knocked away from Turner at the last second. Butchko with it now. His shot is blocked away by Lombardo, and it will get cleared all the way back to Paltuff. 10-shot lead right now, 14-4 for Rutgers. Already their second power play of the outing as Campbell will walk into the zone. Campbell pulls up at the circle. Back up to the point for Haynes at the blue line. Plays back to Campbell as they play catch into the circle for Campbell. He will go back to Haynes again. Shot through traffic is blocked away, and it's sent all the way down to Paltuff for a second time. Pass goes around to Reagan here from Marcus Paltiff in between the pipes for Rutgers today. It was Trey Mattern in the net yesterday, was talking to Coach Dixon before the game. Said he played excellent in that 5-2 victory. As Turner will just put this one back towards the cage. It's cleared by Farmingdale again. Wachnicker sends that one into the zone, but that's going to be an icing here on Rutgers, here on the power play. Wachnicker, one of the freshmen here for Rutgers from Hillsborough, New Jersey. Not too far from here for this Rutgers team. He will take the draw now. One, though, by Farmingdale as it goes to the corner here for Crowdle. Albrecht now with it. He sends across, able to find Hilliard. 18 seconds left to go here on the power play as it goes down to Hilliard again. Puck sent around looking for Albrecht. He puts it back to the corner, finds Cotta. Cotta into the slot. Wachnicker fires. It's stopped, though, by Cronin. Up to Albrecht. To Wachnicker again. He fires another stop by Cronin, and it's cleared out of the zone. We're back to 5-on-5. Out the other way. Here comes flying down the ice. That was Devine as he was stopped by Albrecht. And Albrecht just got squeezed along the wall. Devine tried to center that one as he nearly got taken down. Collected once again here by Farmingdale. Del Grosso goes back up to the point. That shot through traffic is blocked away as Albrecht hit yet again along the boards. Still in the zone for the Rams. Albrecht will just hit it around on the backhand. Devine trying to go back up to the point with it. Squeezing Cotta along the wall as it bounces back to Wachnicker. He will get it out of the zone, poking it forward, looking for Cotta, can't find him. Rutgers in the midst of a change. We'll go all the way back here to Aiden Gorman. Gorman sends around. Puck along the near side wall in the right-hand corner, taken by Devine on the backhand. Devine will lay off. Shot from the point. That one trickled by everybody, but stayed away there from Paltiff as it will go to the corner. Up to the point again. Another chance there for the 21 of Leach Wilson as it goes all the way back here for Farmingdale into their own end. They had to stay away from that one for a second or it would have been a too many men as down went a Rutgers skater. Spun around on the play was Nathan Case. As Case tried to put it to the middle, bouncing puck behind the goal line now was knocked aside there by Minio. As it's lofted out to Appleweisan. He plays it across, finds Gorman on the feed. He will get it to the neutral zone as Amesquita will get on it for a second there for Rutgers, but it's stolen back by Leach Wilson. Leach Wilson sends forward, tries to connect on a pass, but it's broken up there by the Scarlet Knights. Now Duffy will get on it here. Duffy lays this pass back, looking for an option here along the wall as it's a big hit down in the corner by Appleweisan. What a check there from him. As it goes back to the point, shot from the blue line is blocked in front, scramble right in the circle. And here we go with some more extracurriculars. We've got a dog pile going on right now. Not sure if there's any punches being thrown. There's a couple of bodies into the referees coming to try and break it up. As there goes another pile down to the ice. Bedlam here after that stoppage as they're still going at it with each other. Someone's helmet is off. It looks like the 24 of Joe Minio without his helmet right now. We're going to have to sort out these penalties and figure out where we're at. It looks like it's going to be Case and Appleweisan to the box here for Rutgers. And as of right now, it's just going to be Minio going to the box for Farmingdale. Referees still discussing things here. The captains Albrecht and Tim Duffy awaiting the words from the referees and the linesmen, as it seems like we've got a game of pass going on between the goaltenders right now as we await things between Cronin and Paltuff. As the referee's still discussing things here, Coach Joe Dixon for Rutgers over to get a word with the referee. So here with 7:05 left to go in period one, still a 0-0 game here between Rutgers and Farmingdale. Shots 17-7 in favor of the Scarlet Knights. Penalties going up on the board right now. Apple Wizan and Cases are both on the board, as are Duffy's, but will we get anything more out of this? We'll have to see. Captain's over with the referees and linesmen right now. Hoping for the final word here before we get back into the action here in this first period. Seems like those are just going to be the calls. So we're going to play 4-on-3, it seems. At least as of right now. They've actually added on a couple shots each. Now 19-9. Referee's still trying to figure things out here. I wonder if some of these penalties are going to offset. It seems like the case penalties and Minio penalties are going to offset here. So it's just going to be Apple Wizan who's going to end up with a penalty on the board. So Rutgers will be down a skater here. Farmingdale will go back to the power play. So the Rams will get their second chance on the man advantage, as Coach Dixon for the Scarlet Knights over on the bench. Trying to get one final word in here with the referees. Seems like we're ready to finally get back to the action here, as Farmingdale will be on the man advantage here. Face-off is won by Rutgers, though. Butchko will just pin it to the corner. Reagan there trying to move it out. He lifts that one right up into the roof, and we'll get a whistle. Here with just under 7 to go here in period number 1. If you're just tuning in, thank you for doing so. My name is Crowell Pascal. You're watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division I Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. Tuning into a great one so far, 0-0 tie game as that shot goes wide. There from Joe Quigley. 0-0 game here between Farmingdale and Rutgers. Rams on the power play right now. Quigley with it again here, goes back up to the point. Tries to play this one back to Ivers, but he's chased out of the zone by Campbell. Loose pass, Campbell trying to take it away. Had it in his skates for a second. He will lay off to Reagan. Reagan tries to cut around. He fires a shot. That one's knocked away by Cronin. Cronin has been excellent so far as this pass goes forward. Into the zone with speed is Crowdell. He lays off, trying to drive around for the wraparound chance. It's stopped away at the last second there by Haynes. Haynes got the stick down and knocked away as Paltov was out of position. Now Campbell trying to get on his horse the other way shorthanded. Campbell pulls up, cutting into the low slot. He fires, kicked aside by Cronin. Good chances here shorthanded for Rutgers, and another one on the opposite side for the Rams on the power play. Paltov was way out of positioning there on that wraparound try, but Haynes there on the back check was able to get a stick in and knock it away. 30 seconds left to go on the power play for Farmingdale. Pass got stuck in the skates of the referee as Turner's enters the zone. Turner driving in. He took down Cronin for a half second, but he made 2 stops on it as it skated out the other way. Here comes Bridgewood. Bridgewood looking to the back door, trying to get another chance. It's stopped by Paltov there on Duffy, and it's cleared yet again. And that will do it. We're back to 5-on-5. Appleweisan comes out of the box. 5 minutes left to go here in period 1. Still a 0-0 game. Neither team able to secure goals on the power play. Both 0 for 2 so far here in this game. As this puck finds Watchnukter as he has it knocked away. The defense in the midst of a change here for Rutgers. Cotta will have to get there on the back check. He's taken down with the offensive check as Duffy tried to crash the zone. Bodies going flying everywhere as Butchko will just lift this one up and out. The game getting chippy and physical here as Haynes darts by one defender. He almost got railroaded right at the bench as it goes back to Butchko. Butchko will play back to Cotta. Settling things down. Here is Haynes. Finds it to Rubenstein. He will play this one across into some open ice as Smargon will give chase. Puck goes back to Butchko here. Shots 21-10 right now in favor of the Scarlet Knights, but a 0-0 standoff here between the Rams and the Knights as Smargon will take that away in his own ends. Stole it aside there from Joe Huber as it bounces for Nissan Geraci. Huber will send in. Paltov out of his net, lays it for Haynes. To Nissan Geraci, he taps that out, but it hops into the Rutgers bench, and we'll get a whistle here with 3:35 left to go in the first. And if you missed any of the action this week here on BSB, here this weekend, we had 2 games on Friday, 2 games yesterday, and then we're here for this one today. So make sure you go back and rewind and watch all those games from this past weekend. We had a barn burner yesterday for our game of the week here on BSB as Ryder took on St. Joe's in a BSB matchup for our game of the week as we broadcast for both those teams. Ended up in a 5-4 St. Joe's shootout win, went the distance in the shootout as well. Was an excellent game. As this one is dumped into the zone, Albrecht will get on this one here in his own ends. We'll lay off to Nissan Geraci. 3 and change left to go in the first as Reagan being hounded here by Crowdell, who will just lift it out. Nissan Geraci finds himself with some room as he enters the zone. His shot is blocked away and goes up and over the cage of Cronin, out of play. Brian Cronin, 22 for 22 here in the first period, has made some excellent stops. On this Rutgers team so far. Farmingdale currently playing as an independent team here in the Men's Division II of the ACHA. As it bounced out the other way, trying to get on a breakaway chance. Here comes Farmingdale. Can't do so. Good back check there from Appleweisan as a tap in close. That's stopped by Paltov. Nice save there on the on-rushing attack there from Crowdell. As this is sprung the other way here for Crowdell again. Collected here by Lombardo. He will just send this into the zone as Appleweisan has it stolen. Crowdell with it. Walking in on Paltov. He makes the stop and holds on for the whistle. Haltiff now having to come in clutch for Rutgers with a couple of nice saves in that last sequence. Face off one back here by Rutgers as they send it around. Butchko trying to get to it, couldn't do so. Still kept here by the Rams in the zone for now, as Butchko will now get on it for the Scarlet Knights. Trying to clear, couldn't do so. Right into the low slot, trying to fire. Bouncing puck ricochets into the corner. Kata can't get it out. At the point, that one is blocked aside and sent out of the zone. Good block there by Smargon as this will go all the way back. Chasing back goes Thomas Smith as he's hit up along the boards. Puck nearly taken away by Rutgers. Looking to center, it bounced by Kata. Puck into the zone as Kata just yanked a man down. Just pulled down Thomas Ivers, and that's going to be a penalty here on Rutgers again. And Kata is going to go to the box. Third power play opportunity here for Farmingdale with 93 seconds left to go. Here in period one. So Kata will go to the sin bin, and Farmingdale back on the power play. Kept here by Duffy. Goes back up to the point. Duffy with it again here, bouncing off his skates in the circle. Back up to the point, but it hops by the blue line there for Alessi. As he will have to find Duffy on the pass. Back to Alessi, hounded there by Campbell, who knocked it away for a moment. Now back to Albrecht. Albrecht looking to just kill some clock here as Gorman will send that one the distance here with a minute left to go in the first. 1:27 left to go on the power play for Farmingdale. Farmingdale trying to get going for one last chance here at the end of the period. Duffy will send it in and give chase. Gorman there for Rutgers, can't get it out of the zone. Campbell there along the wall. Good keep by Farmingdale, but it's sent out by the Scarlet Knights as Reagan overskated it. Campbell, he enters quickly. Stolen aside, kept here for a moment there by O'Donnell, who plays it off. Able to find Bridgewood. 30 seconds left to go in period one. Ivers, he will skate into the zone. Lays off the pass, but it's cleared there by Rutgers again with 15 seconds left to go in the frame. Taken away by Turner. Trying to get a shorthanded chance here at the end of the period. Couldn't get the shot off as it stuck behind the cage. 5 seconds left to go. 2-1, and that will do it for the first. And we will head to the first intermission the same way we started this game. At a 0-0 tie here between Rutgers and Farmingdale. Farmingdale will have 27 seconds of their power play going into the second period. Shots at the end of one, 22-12 in favor of Rutgers, but we stand at 0-0 here between the Scarlet Knights and the Rams. We're going to take a short break. Head to the first intermission. We'll be back for the second period in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division I Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Crowell Pascal, back here for period number 2 between the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Farmingdale State College Rams. A 0-0 game after 20 minutes of play as we head into the second period. Once again, thank you for joining us here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting here on this lovely Sunday evening here at the end of September, at the beginning of the hockey season. NHL should be kicking off in just a week or so as we get ready for this second period. 0-0 game, shots 22-12 coming into it in favor of the Scarlet Knights, but Farmingdale is going to be on a power play for about 27 seconds to start the middle frame. As we get ready to go here for this middle frame, referee still getting situated and ready for the opening stages of this second period. Goalie's getting set now, ready to go. Center's at the face-off dot. And we're off here for the second period. Quickly off the draw, taken by Farmingdale. Devine will send this one into Paltuff, and he'll just hold on to that one with 11 seconds gone here in the period. 16 seconds left to go on the power play. Face-off won by Rutgers that time, but there's a scramble at the dot, and it's sent the distance. There by Rutgers, trying to get on it. Wanecter able to knock it away for a second as it is taken back here by Farmingdale, and that will do it for the power play. We're back to 5-on-5. Quickly up the ice, trying to drive their way in. Here comes Farmingdale again. That was Thomas Ivers, and Paltuff will jump on top of that one. .19:23 left to go here in period number 1 as it's skated out of the zone here by the Scarlet Knights. Pass move forward for Campbell as Reagan will have to get back on side. So will Nissan Girachi as it's picked back up by the defense here of McGregor. He sends it up the ice to Ivers, who will pitch it in on the backhand. Him and Bedard come together along the wall. Good positioning there from Bedard as it's collected once again here by Ivers. He plays it around, trying to center. That was Farmingdale, couldn't do so, as Campbell tries to gain some speed the other way. Campbell down the far side wall, fires a shot on, that's kicked aside there by Cronin. Brian Cronin, excellent in period number 1. As Campbell looking to center, bounces off the skates of Reagan as it's collected here by the Rams. Shot goes wide of the cage from Chris Keller as Nissan Girachi just got drilled into the wall. That's going to be a checking from behind penalty as Farmingdale touch up. And it looks like Jace Lombardo might be going to the box here for that one. Actually, it seems like it is going to be the 26 of Chris Keller. So now another power play opportunity here for Rutgers. Each team with 3 power play opportunities so far here in this one. This is about to be the third for Rutgers, rather. So Farmingdale 0 for 3, Rutgers 0 for 2 on the man advantage. Looking to try and change that here and break the deadlock at 0 as it's cleared quickly there by the Rams. Hilliard. He looks up and finds Kata on the near side wall, streaking into the zone. Here comes Kata. Kata driving in down Broadway. That one stopped by Cronin again with the shoulder, and it's sent all the way down to Paltuff, who's going to have to come out and play it. As rushing to him quickly there was Crodell. He has to lay off to Albrecht. Already 30 seconds gone on the power play here for the Scarlet Knights as Hilliard drives his way in. Hilliard stops up, tried to play the Smargon. Bouncing puck is knocked away by Farmingdale and taken by Crodell into the zone again. Crodell lays off. Quick shot. Palta didn't see that one at all as it was blocked by Albrecht. As it's collected by Smargon and skated in. Trying to cut his way into the slot. Hilliard with it on the backhand. That went wide. And another clear there by the Rams. Rutgers have not been able to get set up yet here on the power play. As Haynes, he works his way in. Stopped there right at the top of the circle for a moment there by Smith. As it's collected by Turner. Rutgers now able to get set up here in the zone finally. 40 seconds left to go on the power play. Campbell looking back up to the point. Butchko is there. Butchko to Reagan. Down to Campbell. Nearly bumped off the puck, but he gets it back here in the near side corner. Plays off to Reagan at the low circle. Now down behind the cage, looking in front for Turner. Rebound chance was there, but it got knocked away. Not out of the zone yet, though. Good keep there from Rutgers as Reagan tried to play it across quickly. It's tapped aside and out of the zone. Out the other direction, Butchko takes a man down, and that's going to be a penalty there on Butchko as he got tied up with Jace Lombardo. Butchko will now take a penalty. It's going to be a holding call here on Butchko. So he will head to the box. And we'll play some 4-on-4 for 9 seconds before a shortened power play for the Rams. Face off one back there by Farmingdale. Looking back up to the point, sending it back down low. That was the 83 of Alessi who put it down there. As trying to get it out as Turner for a shorthanded chance. Falling right on the puck was Duffy, as Albrecht trying to send it the other way couldn't do so. Here comes Bridgewood. He fires in onto Paltiff, and he will hold that one in between the blocker and the shoulder for the whistle. Now a 5-on-4 power play for Farmingdale. Face off one there by Rutgers as Albrecht just got drilled. Farmingdale still with it, trying to play it from the seat of their pants. They ring it around. It's still in the zone here for them on the power play. Pass laid off, nearly took it away by Campbell, but it's kept here, looking to try and feed it into the slot. Shot through, Paltiff will make the save. And here we go with some more extracurriculars after the whistle. Face off to the left here of Paltiff. Rams trying to win that draw, couldn't do so. Haynes will send this one all the way down. Cronin opts to stay in his cage as Wachnichter tried to drive that one home, and he scores! Rutgers have the lead. A shorthanded goal from Jeremy Wachnichter. And let's take another look at it here. What a drive here from Wachnichter to get to this puck, take it away from Cronin, and just put it into the back of the cage. Cronin was a little bit too late in his decision-making there to try and make the play. And Rutgers have the lead 1-0. Shots now 23-14, but a shorthanded goal there from the Scarlet Knights give themselves the lead. And now Farmingdale still on the power play with 40 seconds left to go, looking to try and tie it. Back up to the point. Leipert is there. He tries to fire a shot through. Misplayed pass as trying to get to this was Turner for a second. Wachnichter sends this one away again as Leppert plays it back. Collected here by Ivers. Ivers works his way in with 12 seconds left on the power play. Pass over to the other circle, looking to try and just skate it out here is Gorman. He'll just play it to the neutral zone. Got it back though and sends it into the zone. And that will do it for the power play for the Rams. So 0 for 4 on the man advantage, and they give up a shorthanded goal to the Scarlet Knights. And Rutgers has the 1-0 lead as Reagan comes flying into the zone. His shot is blocked away. That knocked right off the stick as Nissan Geraci avoids that check. Gorman keeps this in the zone. Reagan plays back. Nissan Geraci there. Along the boards, trying to fight for it. Reagan will keep it at the circle. Reagan trying to avoid the check. Gorman puts this one in, but it takes a deflection up into the netting. Here for a whistle with 13:58 left to go in the second. Smargon versus Huber in the face-off dot. Huber was able to win it that time, but it's kept in the zone by Smargon at the opposite point now, as it is sent around here and skated out by Alessi. Bouncing puck here for Devine as he will play it in the zone. Trying to get a tap to that. They're going to say Rutgers did, as Rubenstein will chase after this one. Puck along the boards. Kept here by Butchko on the near side right in front of us here in the stands. Puck at the blue line. Good keep there from Rutgers again as it goes to the wall. Cotta into the boards. Rubenstein trying to get to him and help him. As it's taken here by Cotta. Spun back on net. It's stopped by Cronin. And this will come all the way out of the zone. Butchko will get on this one. Looking for Haynes. Too far for him, as this one will go all the way back into the Rutgers end. Paltiff will have to come out and play it. Taking it away quickly here is Farmingdale. Looking to put it back down into the corner was Duffy, as it's out of the zone again. Pass played in here for Farmingdale again. Looking to get a quick shot off. That one went wide. That one was from O'Donnell. As the Rams keep the zone for now. Puck gets bounced up here for Rutgers, but not out, as Amasquita knocks that one away from the low slot. Rams down behind the cage now, looking, find Duffy on a sharp angle shot. That one got deflected by Haynes and goes up into the netting. Face-off won there by the Scarlet Knights as they skate this out of the zone. Chasing after it goes Campbell with some speed. Nissan Geraci there, plays it back to Campbell. Campbell looking, Nissan Geraci in the slot, saved by Cronin. Another chance went wide of the cage as it's pinned along the wall for Reagan. Collected by Kravitz. He will send this up and out. Albrecht trying to get on it off the funny hop off the wall as Nissan Geraci sends in. Trying to find Reagan. Reagan spinning past. No one was there in the slot. Campbell was just a little behind the play as Nissan Geraci looks for an option. Pass up to Bedard at the point. He fires. Waffle boarded away there by Cronin. And that pass is just whiffed on there by Albrecht as it's picked back up here by Minio. Knocked away. Here comes Campbell. Campbell has that one steered aside as Reagan will try to get to this one along the wall. Nice hit into the boards there against the 83 of Alessi as that one comes out. Puck here sent forward for Crodell. Trying to feed that back door, looking there for Duffy, can't find him. As it is taken by Leppert. Delayed penalty on the play. It's going to be on Rutgers. Extra skater on here for Farmingdale. Pass at the point goes across. Duffy looking through traffic. Held on to by Paltuff. So to the box goes Rutgers. It looks like it's going to be on Reagan. So Connor Reagan will go to the sin bin here. 10:54 left to go in the second. And Farmingdale with another power play opportunity. Face off one back by them. At the point, shot through traffic. Paltuff holds on as two players just got pushed into the cage there. Shots 23-14 in favor of Rutgers. They've got the 1-0 lead. A shorthanded goal off the stick of Jeremy Wachnichter. As this goes back up to the point here. Farmingdale on another man advantage. Shot through traffic, knocked away there by Paltuff. Beautiful save there. That was with the paddle. As this comes out of the zone, chasing after it goes Campbell. Loose pass goes into the opposite corner for Ivers, excuse me. As it finds the 57 here of Quigley. Now up to Leppert. Has to play the pass back, but offside, there was Farmingdale. So faceoff will come out of the zone. As we're just about at the halfway mark here of this game. We're halfway through this one here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting, our final game of the weekend here on BSB. It's been a great one so far, as Wachnichter is going to draw a penalty there on that one. It's going to be a holding call. And now Farmingdale's going to go to the box again. It's going to be the 57 of Joe Quigley, who's going to go to the box. He's not happy about the call, but regardless, he will go to the penalty box here, and we'll play some more 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 11 seconds. Face off one here by Farmingdale as they will lift this one down the ice. Trying to beat it out goes Lombardo. He will do so. Good job to beat that out, as Butchko will contain it here for Rutgers. Butchko finds this pass forward to Haynes. He works his way in. Haynes lays off. Wachnichter sends that one open over the bar. Butchko springs forward. Trying to send in is Turner. Delayed offside on the play as Turner now gets back on. 33 seconds left to go. A 4-on-4 time and then a shortened Rutgers power play. Only goal right now being the shorthanded tally from Jeremy Wachnichter, as he has it again streaking down the ice. Wachnichter with it. He fires. That one got squibbed on the shot off the deflection by the defense as it's poked forward. Here comes Farmingdale the other way. Driving in with some speed. Had it stolen aside there by Haynes for a moment as Turner hit the deck there. Puck along the wall for Haynes. Now a power play for Rutgers, but Farmingdale trying to get a chance in front. Stop there, and we're going to get a whistle. That puck was still loose. I wonder if the net came off behind Paltiff or if the referees lost sight of it there, but Paltiff with a nice initial stop. And it seems like they just added a bundle of shots to the board here. New tallies for the shots, 32-21 in favor of Rutgers. As they need one more forward out on the ice since they're on the power play now. 40 seconds left to go on the power play. Off the penalty to Joe Quigley. Albrecht will lay off here to Reagan. He just plays it back to Albrecht here. The captain looks forward. Able to find Reagan on a stretch pass yet again. Into the zone looking to get set up. Finds Butchko. Butchko. Back up to Albrecht. Albrecht to Butchko again. At the hash marks, tried to play a pass through. Had it blocked away, but it goes back to Albrecht. Now to Butchko again. Butchko through traffic. Stopped on the rebound. Chance. It goes just trickling wide. Campbell with it. Campbell to Reagan. He whiffed on the shot, and it is clear there by the Rams as it flutters out of the zone. And that will do it for the power play. Butchko will play this one back to Albrecht, who finds it up to Reagan. Just under 8 minutes left to go here in the second period. 1-0 game in favor of Rutgers as Campbell has that one bounce away. Coming the other way now. Here comes Anthony Rodriguez on the backhand. Shoveled it through. That one bounced up and into the air. Glove down by Rutgers. Butchko sends to Campbell. Campbell into the zone. Lays off again to Reagan. Reagan trying to weave his way in. Campbell fires. That goes up and over the bar. Had a chance, but just went too high with it as that shot from the point from Rubenstein went wide. Butchko sandwiched along the wall, sent out of the zone. Haynes will have to go track it down. He's hit up along the glass. Pass out in front. Rodriguez with it, trying to get in on Paltiff. Great back check there from Kata. Excellent back check. He had just hopped off the bench and was able to get back in time as he has it once again here at the red line. Working his way into the zone, knocked aside by Cronin. It is collected here by Alessi. Alessi pokes forward looking for Rodriguez. As it's stolen back by Devine. Timothy Devine skates his way into the zone, trying to look for a shooting lane. Sharp angle shot stopped by Paltiff. Rebound was loose, but it comes out of the zone yet again. Bouncing puck. Rubenstein trying to get to it. Goes around to the low circle, now lifted out by Farmingdale as Haynes goes to try and track this down with Crodell all over him. Crodell lays into him, bumps him off the puck, tries to look for a centering chance. That one was blocked away by Gorman. Took a weird hop off the ice there into the low slot as Wachnitzer sends it forward. Pass into the zone here for Farmingdale again. Trying to get their chances here, down by one right now, as this will just go all the way down the ice. And this is going to be an icing here on Rutgers. So they're going to have to try and figure out who's going to come back onto the ice here for the Scarlet Knights. They've got 7 players on the ice right now. And it seems like they've figured out who it is. Face-off one there by Farmingdale. Quick shot stopped away by Paltiff again as Haynes lays the body down low. Farmingdale looking to try and center. Couldn't get the pass through as it was blocked away. Ivers tried to get it to the middle. As Keller has it here. Spins back to the point. That shot goes well wide of the cage. Now finds its way to Quigley as he is hit along the wall by Gorman. Pass to Keller. He fires. That's blocked away by Hilliard as he will just lift this out of the zone. He's drilled into the wall. What a check there on Hilliard as Keller enters. Cleared yet again there by Rutgers. As Turner was getting into it there behind the play with Quigley. As this bounces all the way back yet again, icing is going to be waved off as Hilliard got there first. Quick shot on Turner with 4 chances and ending up on his behind was Cronin, and here goes everybody jumping on top of each other again. Everyone grabbed a dance partner there for half a second. Cronin even tried to get a punch in there as well. Cronin with a couple of massive stops there on Turner. Had him point blank for about 3 saves. Seems like we're taking a while to update the score or the shots on the scoreboard in the actual rink. So we're going off of what they have there. Thinking it's a couple more than what's currently on the board right now, after Turner just put 3 on Cronin. As Albrecht pitches this forward, looking for Reagan. Can't find him, though. Bouncing puck across to the wall for Duffy. Bedard on the wall. Can't get it back out of the zone as it goes back to Paltov again. Nissan Geraci now with it. He finds Reagan, who finds Campbell. Campbell back to Reagan, tried to get a pass to him, but just a little bit too far. As it's kicked back in, Reagan with it again. Reagan, Campbell, couldn't get the shot off, had it stick to side. Good play there from Del Grosso. As it is sent in here by O'Donnell. O'Donnell and Albrecht in the corner. Here on the left side. 4 and change left to go in the second period. Bouncing puck, trying to clear. Rutgers couldn't do it. As now it goes to Nissan Geraci. Has some room in front of him. Driving up the ice, lays off to Campbell. Campbell looking, gets around 1 defender. Nearly had it pickpocketed, but he gets it right back as Nissan Geraci comes to help him. Looking for Reagan, through his legs, but had it knocked to the side, and it comes out of the zone. Would have been a beauty there if Reagan could finish it. As Thomas Smith will just hold on to this one for now. Looks to spring it forward, able to find Devine. Devine fires a shot and he scored, or not. They're going to wave it off. I thought that went in. They're going to say it came right off the crossbar and out as Paltov puts it into the corner. I thought that went in. I think a bunch of people here did as well as Paltov makes another 2 nice stops. Almost a tie game, and now Paltov's helmet comes loose and we'll get a whistle. That had to have been within inches of going in. There for Farmingdale. That was super, super close. There for Farmingdale. Driving in, here goes Rutgers. I was trying to take a look back on it through the stream ourselves to see if that went in. It is extremely close. Extremely close to going in. There for Farmingdale and tying this game is here they come again. Another chance on Paltov if he makes the stop. Another chance. Paltov with the save. And we're going to get a whistle as he holds on yet again. And looks like we may have a penalty as this puck was cleared out of the zone. Shots currently listed at 33-26 in favor of Rutgers. They've got that 1-goal lead as well the shorthanded tally for the Scarlet Knights as this forward is won back here by Farmingdale. Trying to take another look at that potential goal. It did not go in. After looking back at it, slowing it down on the stream and zooming in on it, it did not go in. It hit straight crossbar and bounced down in the blue paint, and we're going to get another penalty here. Smargon was being squeezed down to the ice by Jacob Kravitz, and he's going to go to the box. So Kravitz is going to go to the sin bin here. It's going to be a roughing call. And now Rutgers will go back to the power play here. And the coaching staff for Farmingdale not happy about that call. Whole lot of coaches for this Farmingdale staff. Thomas Barella, Robert Carson, Michael Jennings, Spiros Markopoulos, and Joseph Mazzi. The coaching staff for Farmingdale. For Rutgers, their coaching staff, led by head coach Joe Dixon and assistant coaches Devin Chaffetz and Corey Pinay. As Rutgers now on the power play here on the man advantage with 2 minutes exactly left to go here in the second period. 1:50, and we're going to get another power play interference call. And this is on Rutgers. It's going to be on Jack Turner. So just as I was about to start mentioning how good of a chance this was for Rutgers to go up 2-0 at the end of the frame, just like that, it is nullified. We'll play some 4-on-4 here to end out this period. There was only 11 seconds gone on the power play. For the Scarlet Knights. But now Farmingdale draw a call off of Jack Turner. So we'll play 4-on-4 for 1:49. We've got 1:53 left to go here in the second as that shot through traffic is blocked away. Farmingdale with it still here in the zone. Evened up at 4 apiece as Haynes will lay this one off to Butchko. Butchko chased away here by Crodell. Butchko looks up, sends a pass forward, finds Campbell. Campbell with some room along the wall. Lays off here to Reagan. Reagan fires, tried to go top shelf near side, but went up and over the bar. Butchko to Reagan. Reagan looking for a lane, trying to find someone to pass to. Has to just cycle back here behind the goal line. Had it knocked away. Back down into the corner. Campbell there trying to fight for Rutgers. Still pinned along the boards. Now collected here by the Rams. Lifted up to Lombardo. Taken quickly away by Rutgers. Butchko, one-on-one here. Has Campbell streaking to the net. Couldn't find him on the pass. It was blocked away, though, by the defense. That was a good job by Leppert to knock it away as it bounces back here to Campbell off the pass from Reagan. Butchko will keep in. Just puts it into the corner here on the near side with 40 seconds left to go in the period. Reagan doing a good job to keep this in the zone. We'll go back to Butchko, and that's going to be a too many men call there on Rutgers. As Gorman had just hopped on. And Butchko's going to go to the box. And Butchko, irate on the bench, just broke his stick over in the penalty box. So now Farmingdale will be on the power play here for 34.2 seconds to end this second period. It'll be 29 seconds of 4-on-3, then a very brief 5-on-3. Before we end this period. Big opportunity for Farmingdale here to try and get their goal back to tie this game. Looking in close, Pout of another stop there for him. Up to the point, kept here for Leppert. Leppert looking, laying this one off. Across, top of the circle, that one goes wide of the cage. Might have deflected off Albrecht, but it went wide anyway. 12 seconds left to go in the period. Trying to drive this one lower, looking for a wraparound chance, couldn't get the shot off. Albrecht will take it away. He will just send it off the glass and out. And that will do it for the second. So Rutgers take the lead here in the middle frame off a shorthanded goal from Jeremy Wachnicker. And they hold on to that lead as we head into the second intermission. The Scarlet Knights up 1-0 right now. Shots at the end of 2, 33-27. Farmingdale is going to start the third with a 5-second 5-on-3, and then it'll be a minute and 20-second 5-on-4. But either way, we're going to head to the second intermission, take a short break. When we come back, we will have the third period of action for you. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rutgers University Scarlet Knights ACHA Division I Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, back here for period number 3 between the Scarlet Knights and the Farmingdale State College Rams. As we get ready for the third, thank you once again for joining us here for our final game of the weekend here on BSB. We've got one more period to close out this weekend, the last weekend of September. Here in 2025, it's a 1-0 Rutgers lead, a shorthanded tally from Jeremy Wachnichter, who's currently on the ice now, gathered with his 2 other teammates, as Farmingdale will start this period on a 5-second 5-on-3. Then it'll quickly transition into a 5-on-4 for Farmingdale. Neither team has scored on the power play, the only goal being that shorthanded one from Wachnichter, who's going to take this faceoff. Centers at the faceoff dot, goalie's ready to go. John Crodell is going to take it against Wachnichter, as we are ready for the third. And we're off here for the third stanza of this game. Quickly sent in here by Farmingdale, trying to look for some quick shots here. Pass right to the creases, steered aside as Wachnichter was sent spinning to the wall. Now a 5-on-4, 5 seconds gone, as this one is sent out the other way. Wachnichter had it bounce away from him as Turner cuts by 1. He lost an edge as he got sent down to the ice. So 1 minute and 6 seconds left to go, a 5-on-4 time. As entering the zone quickly is Ivers. Ivers trying to get a shot up, couldn't do so. Steered away by Haynes right at the top of the crease. Trying to feed it right into the doorstep, saved there by Paltiff point blank. There on Crodell. What a stop, as we've got some more pushing and shoving here after the play. I've already seen a bunch of it here in this game. It's been a great one so far. Once again, thank you for joining us here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. Big weekend for us, 5-game weekend here on YouTube, and then had 1 game on Black Bear TV for Ramapo. As this one bounces all the way out of the zone, off the wall on the clear. Rutgers will chase after it here on the penalty kill, 40 seconds left to go on it. Shots 27-33. Rutgers with that 33-shot lead right now. As Bedard tries to lay the body, it goes across to Ivers. Ivers couldn't get the shot off there as Campbell will off the side of the zone looking for Reagan. He's able to get on it and just send it in here with 15 seconds left to go here on the power play. Collected here by Quigley. Quigley lays off. Here at the point is Rodriguez. He puts it in lower. Able to get it back to Quigley. We're back to 5-on-5 and they score! Farmingdale tie the game. And right at the end of that power play, Jace Lombardo sneaks his way into the low slot and ties it at 1. Let's get another look at it here. Lombardo doing a great job to just work his way in from the top of the circle. That pass from Joe Quigley, a beautiful one on the backhand. And we are tied up at 1. Here between Rutgers and Farmingdale. So a 1-1 game now here between Farmingdale and Rutgers, as we are tied at 1 apiece. That was an even strength goal there for Farmingdale. It came just after the power play had expired, as out the other way. Duffy will chase after this, but it'll be an icing here on the Rams. Just over 2 minutes gone here in this third period. And it is a tie hockey game. As this pass goes to the back door looking for Hilliard, he couldn't hold on to it as he puts it back behind the goal line, moved around by Kravitz. Puck bouncing back out to the neutral zone. Butchko will settle things down here for the Knights. Tried to play a pass forward looking for Wachnitzter, just couldn't find him. As Butchko finds Hilliard with the bouncer, gets away from him as well. As Butchko has it again, as he's being hounded there by Minio. Bouncing puck, Wachnitzter on it. He gets bumped off the puck. Kravitz on it again. Pass forward for Minio. Minio lays off. Duffy with it. He fires a shot, waffle boarded away there by Paltuff. As Rutgers have a 3-on-2. Hilliard fires. That went in onto Cronin, and he'll hold on. Got it right in the breadbasket there. Brian Cronin has been excellent in between the pipes for Farmingdale. Could it easily be a multi-goal lead here for Rutgers? And then Paltuff over on the other side. Marcus Paltuff for the Scarlet Knights has also been great. Has stopped 27 of 28 in between those pipes, as that one takes a weird bounce. Cronin with the initial first stop. That one went right through the blue paint and back out. Cronin was sprawling there. Somehow it didn't end up in the back of the cage. Shots are now evened at 38. I still think Rutgers might be missing some shots there on the board. As this one goes over to the back door, it's knocked away. Cotta with a good stick work there. Might actually be missing some shots on both sides. Saw that in the second period where they had stopped for quite some time. As this one bounces to Paltuff, and he'll jump on top of it with the glove. Clock's still running, though. I don't think anyone has noticed yet. We will see if it gets reset here. Went down by about 10 seconds. And they reset it by 9, so pretty close. Face-off one back there by Rutgers. Albrecht will lay this one off. Reagan, cross-ice pass back to Albrecht. Good hard pass there from him as this one gets by everybody, and this will be an icing here on Rutgers. I was mentioning the goaltending numbers. Paltuff with the new shot totals. Both Paltuff and Cronin, 37 for 38. Face-off will be to the left here of Marcus Paltuff. Quickly one forward there by Farmingdale, trying to get on it is Crodell. Tried to center, no one was home. As it's lofted up by Bedard. Reagan trying to spring onto this one with Nissan Girachi. Can't get there in time as Quigley is back. Had the beautiful assist on the goal from Jace Lombardo. As coming the other way, here comes Haynes. Lays back to Reagan. He takes a big bump, but it's held on to by Cronin again. Ozone draw coming for the Scarlet Knights. Sitting at 1-3-0-1 on the year so far, looking for win number 2 here in this one against Farmingdale. Talked about their struggles here at the beginning of the year. In the earlier stages of this game, lost their first 4 games, and then finally got a victory against this Farmingdale team yesterday. 5-2 in yesterday's outing for Rutgers. Much closer here in this one today. And Farmingdale on their side of things, 1-1 to start the year. Their loss yesterday to Rutgers. Their only win coming against Marist, a big 8-1 victory against that Marist squad back on the 20th. It was a tough weekend last weekend for this Rutgers team. They played IUP, 2 very hard games, 9-3 and 10-2 losses in back-to-back days for the Scarlet Knights. Scramble for the puck, quickly taken by Case, tried to get a shot off, bounced towards Cronin, but it goes back up to the point at the blue line. That one kept in, that one took a ricochet from everybody right in the low slot. Bounced up and over, and now it's cleared out of the zone. Goes back here to Paltuf. Has it stolen off that miscued pass, though. Trying to look to center this one. It bounced aside there for Appleweizen, and that's Butchko with it now. Butchko will get it out. It gets by the 21 of Leach Wilson. On it is Thomas Smith. His pass picked off by Turner. Spins around, takes a big hit there from Smith at the blue line. As Leach Wilson will have to play back to Smith again. His pass nearly picked by Turner. He has it now. Had it stolen aside there by Ivers. Ivers springs a pass forward. Quick shot and they score! What a shot from Quigley! And Farmingdale have the lead. A bottle popper for Joe Quigley. He's got 2 points here in this one tonight. Let's take another look at that goal. There from Quigley. That was beautiful. What a finish there from Quigley. This puck goes the other way here. Quickly streaking into the zone is Quigley, and he just roofs that one on the blocker side of Paltuf. Popped the bottle. And Farmingdale have the lead 2-1 here with 14 to play here in the third. Farmingdale looking to secure their second win. Rutgers trying to do so as well, as that shot just ricochets wide all the way from center ice. Now Reagan. Connor Reagan, one of the play drivers for this Rutgers team, streaks up the ice now looking to get his way through. Just couldn't get it back to Campbell in the slot as it's kept in at the point. Bedard fires. That one stopped and held on to by Cronin. And for Farmingdale, this would be a big victory for them. Being a ACHA M2 team coming over from the AAU as a stick just went into space. Let's see who this is on. That went flying up into the air. I think this is going to be on Rutgers. Indeed it is. It's going to be on Paul Rubenstein. Who's going to go to the box. So Farmingdale with a big opportunity here to go up by 2 on the power play. Rutgers' only goal here in this one today has come shorthanded. Do they have some more magic in them? Puck kept here by Farmingdale off the draw. Duffy will send this one around the corner. Puck along the boards. Like I was saying before, Farmingdale coming over from the AAU as a Division I AAU team, but placed in the ACHA M2 Independent right now. Would be a big, big showing if they can beat this D1 Rutgers team, D1 ACHA Rutgers team, as this one hops out of play. Farmingdale has a couple other M1 teams on their schedule this season, as that one is covered up by Paltuf as it just bounced to him. And for Rutgers, trying to keep the good vibes going after securing win number 1 of the year yesterday. Face off one back there by Rutgers that time as Butchko will get this out of the zone. Chance the other way for Campbell if he can get on it. Campbell with it, stopped by Cronin, and he kicked it aside as the net came off. What a stop by Brian Cronin. Has been on fire in this game. Campbell didn't have a lot of room as he got to that puck. Cronin with a massive save there on Campbell. Spectacular, spectacular save. Granted, Campbell did not have a lot of room. As Duffy will send this in, he takes a hard hit along the glass. Him and Turner came together. Sent around the wall, and it's cleared yet again by Rutgers. 1 minute left to go here on the power play for Farmingdale. Pass collected here by Thomas Ivers. He will enter the zone. Ivers driving around Gorman, looking to try and center that for somebody. No one was there, and it is kept in at the point. Good keep there for the Rams. Across to Crodell. Crodell finds this one lower, looking for some options. Pass down to the corner, able to find Lombardo. Lombardo in front. That one stopped by Paltiff off the shot from Crodell. Big save there from Paltiff. Keeping this a one-goal game. 26 seconds left to go on the power play for the Rams. As Paltiff looks like he might have to do some repairs here with the helmet. Face off to the left of him in between the pipes for Rutgers. Scramble off the draw, bounces right into the low slot, taken here by Reagan. 2-on-1, short-handed the other way, here comes Campbell. Campbell tried to go back to Reagan, but it got lofted up and out. 11:26 left to go. Here in this third period, power play about to be over, tipped in front, but it's held onto by Paltiff. What a huge save from Marcus Paltiff. Huge, huge goaltending matchup going on right now. Goaltending battle, if you will, between Cronin and Paltiff. They've both been excellent. Paltiff has only given up, or Paltiff has given up 2, Cronin has given up 1. As that shot trickles wide. Power play over, we're back to 5-on-5. Kata trying to get this out of the zone, can't do so. Kept here by the 11 of Del Grosso. Or actually, that was the 21 of Leach Wilson, rather. As here goes Kata the other way. Kata behind the goal line, tried to look for Rubenstein, but couldn't find him. As Farmingdale gets it back here. The Rams looking up, trying to find an option. Dumped in there by Alessi. As this puck is taken here along the wall. Rutgers looking to try and play out. Rubenstein will chase after this one. And this will be an icing here on Rutgers. Almost halfway through this game, or through this third period, I should say, rather. Face-off won by the Scarlet Knights. Looking to try and get this out of the zone here in the near side corner. Shot onto Paltiff. He makes the save with the blocker. Big hit there at the blue line. That was on Kata. He just got an elbow up in the head as he was going to go to the bench, trying to make the play. As it's lifted forward for Kata. Kata, he fires. Cronin will hold on to that one and flashes the leather. If you're just tuning in, you're tuning into a great one here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. It has been a great game so far. My name is Carlo Pascal. Thank you for joining us here on BSB. Rutgers University Scarlet Knights, ACHA Division I, taking on the Farmingdale State College Rams. 2-1 lead for the Rams right now, as this one will go down for a likely icing yet again. They're on Rutgers. So faceoff will come back into the Rutgers end for another draw. Like I was saying, though, thank you for joining us here on BSB. It's been a busy weekend for us at Breakout Sports Broadcasting. 2 games Friday, 2 games yesterday, and this one here today. As that one bounced right through the low slot, collected here by the Scarlet Knights and sent out of the zone. Case will try and chase on this one. Say that one 10 times fast, as it is collected here by Farmingdale yet again, the Rams. Looking to get this forward to the 26 of Keller, but Butchko is there to send it across to Haynes. Haynes finds Hilliard. He will put this one in. Case to it first, trying to move it into the slot, just couldn't find anybody. As it bounces back out of the zone, sent in by the Rams. Leppert, he was the one who sent it in. Hilliard trying to get it out of the zone. There with him, the 57 of Quigley has the game-winning goal as of right now. As this puck bounces just to the blue line, glove down by Turner and skated out. Turner, he enters the zone. This puck goes around to the opposite corner. Shot from the point, that goes just wide of Cronin. As Albrecht pinches to keep this in the zone. Back to Turner at the point. He fires a shot. That one's blocked away. Sent right back into the slot for a second as that hit somebody there on Farmingdale. As here comes Walkington again. His shot stopped there by Cronin. Another save. The other way now. Here comes Bridgewood. Lays off here for Lombardo. That one is stopped there by Paltov as Walkington just got ran over in the open ice. The puck wasn't even there. No call. We continue. He just got trucked there in the slot. As here comes Bridgewood. Bridgewood across, they score! John Crodell finds the back door and makes it a 3-1 game. Let's take another look at that goal here from Crodell. Right after Walkington got drilled in the slot with no call. The other way, here comes Farmingdale driving it with some speed. There was Lombardo who fitted to the back door for John Crodell. And he makes it 3-1. And Rutgers head coach Joe Dixon is going to have some words for the referee about that hit on Walkington with no call, with the puck not even being there. And he is irate with the referees right now. Not happy, to say the least, about that goal. So Rutgers now find themselves down by 2 with 7:45 left to go. Quickly into the zone. Here goes Campbell right into the slot, but no one was there. Dangerous chance, but now the other way. Here comes the Rams. Butchko, hard hit into the wall. Nice check there into the boards as this is flipped to Reagan. Reagan across to Campbell. The freshman playing on this top line here for Rutgers finds Reagan. He tries to cut by one defender. Down low, Reagan looking, trying to bury this into the slot, looking for an option. He's back on it. Reagan, bouncing puck, knocked away there by the Rams. We're going to get a delayed penalty here on the play. It's going to be on Farmingdale. Haynes will keep this here for now. He looks up, plays forward, Finds Smargon as he rushes up the ice. Smargon walking in. Backhand shot, trying to roof it on the backhand. As Haynes puts it down low. Bouncing puck, still not touched by Farmingdale. Now they finally do, and we get the whistle. And that is what I would like to call a potential makeup call there for Rutgers. It's going to be a cross-checking call here on Smith, so he'll go to the box. And it looks like we're going to get a timeout here from the Scarlet Knights. Shots tied at 42 apiece. 3-1 game in favor of Farmingdale. As Rutgers will take a timeout here, trying to draw up a play on the man advantage to try and claw their way back here in this game, down by 2 right now. But as they take a break, we will as well. We'll be back in just a second. And we are back here out of the timeout as we get our clock reset here. As Rutgers now on the power play here, down by 2. Looking to claw their way back into this game. Trying to get one back here on the man advantage. Campbell streaking his way up the wall. Walking in, Campbell into the slot. He's taken down. We continue on. Shots have been adjusted yet again, now 53-51 in favor of Farmingdale as Reagan finds his way into the zone. Cutting into the slot on the backhand, tried to get a pass off to Turner, couldn't find him. Now to Haynes. Haynes finds this one off on the pass to Butchko. Now to Reagan, back up to Haynes at the point. That one knocked away by Cronin with the blocker. Reagan will keep this in the zone for now. Turner trying to drive his way through. Campbell with it, lays off to Butchko. To Haynes at the point. Haynes' shot is blocked away at the point by Crodell and goes out of play. .538 left to go here in the third. Rutgers with 56 seconds left to go on the power play, and that's cleared by the Rams. Pass around for Reagan. He will likely stay out here with the second unit for the power play. As Butchko, he gets taken down to the ice. Another call as Farmingdale touches up, and Rutgers are going to have a 5-on-3 for 32 seconds. It's going to be Chris Keller going to the box. So 32 seconds of 5-on-3 time here for the Scarlet Knights. Huge opportunity to get one back and potentially tie the game. Their lone goal coming on special teams, shorthanded so far. As it's taken here by Reagan. He will play this one lower. Able to find Campbell. Back to Reagan. Now to Haynes. To Butchko. He wires a shot that went wide. Still with it is Rutgers. Campbell. Lower to Reagan. To Butchko at the point. 10 seconds left of 5-on-3. Haynes walks in, trying to center that, bouncing for Cronin. Couldn't get it to go. Another stop by Cronin from the seat of his pants, and his glove is off. We continue on, no whistle. Trying to get it into the goal crease, and another stop by Cronin. And somehow, he fell on top of it. Brian Cronin, take a bow. Just faced the best that Rutgers had to offer on the power play. A 5-on-3. And he just shut the door with 4 unbelievable stops, including 2 without a glove. As this one bounces down behind the goal line. Now a 5-on-4 for the Scarlet Knights. Albrecht fires a shot. That one went wide of the cage. Hilliard back on it. Bouncing puck. Rutgers trying to fire. That one trickled just wide, and we're going to get a whistle. And Cronin looking like he's in some discomfort right now. I wonder if he might have gotten a stick or a puck off the hand when he had no glove. Seems like he's okay. A little shaken up, but he's all right. He seems no worse for wear. Has been outstanding here in his season debut. Off the faceoff, it goes back up to Albrecht. Albrecht through traffic. That one got blocked away by the defense. Wannichter plays this one lower to Cotta. Wannichter on it again. Has the lone goal for Rutgers here in this game. Was a shorthanded tally in the second period as Albrecht plays to the wall. Hilliard on it. 40 seconds left to go on the power play. 3:53 left to go in the third. Back to Albrecht at the point. To Wannichter. To Albrecht. To Cotta. He fires, knocked away again by Cronin. Cotta. Across. Albrecht there again. Wannichter with it. Wannichter tries to center. Bouncing puck in the low slot. Another save there by Cronin with the pads as Wannichter collects. Wannichter to the point for Albrecht. 10 seconds left on the power play. Cotta in the slot. He fires. That one goes off the outside of the cage, and we get a whistle. I think the net came off its moorings. Indeed it did. 5 seconds left on the power play for the Scarlet Knights. 3:19 left to go in the third. Face-off won there by Rutgers. Butchko at the point. Through traffic. That one's blocked away. Reagan trying to get a shot off. Bouncing puck towards the crease, and we get another whistle. Once again, the net came off, but this time, that'll do it for the power play. We are back to 5-on-5. So Farmingdale kill off the 5-on-3 as the Rams are going to take a timeout here with 3:12 left in the third. Shot 63-53 in favor of Rutgers, but down by 2 are the Scarlet Knights. Just as they step aside for this timeout, we will as well. I'm going to take a quick break, catch our breath for a second. We'll be back in just a sec after the timeout. And we are back out of the timeout. Quick shot off the face-off. Stopped by Cronin again. And he makes the save and holds on. Another one off the draw. Paltov still in his net. That one was blocked away. Another chance, Cronin with another stop. Paltov waiting for the signal in his cage as this one goes all the way back into the Rutgers end. Haynes looking, springs this one forward to Reagan. Reagan to Butchko. Butchko sends forward to Nissan Girachi. Tried to play a pass across. Couldn't get it through as Del Grosso will send this one down. Paltov up off the wall. 2:33 left to go here in the third. Pass just dumped in there by Leach Wilson. As Butchko takes a bump there, it's collected by Haynes. Haynes for Butchko. Paltov waiting for the call. Coach Dixon telling him not yet. No icing on the play. Paltov up to the hash marks, now has to creep back into his cage as Appleweiser plays across to Albrecht. Hilliard will get to this one. Hilliard looking, his shot on, steered aside there by Cronin and takes a hop into the netting, and now Marcus Paltov will go to the bench. Extra skater on. Rutgers down by 2 with 1:49 left to go here in the third. Face-off won by Rutgers. Gets caught in the feet of the referee, though, as trying to clear is Farmingdale. They're able to do so. As Appleweiser sends it around, gets picked off by Farmingdale. Just play it to the corner, looking to get it to the empty cage. It's blocked by Rutgers. Another block by Rutgers again as it bounces here to the corner for Minio. His pass goes wide. Duffy trying to get to it. He gloves it down, bouncing puck to the wall. Taken back by Cotta. 1:18 left to go here in the game. Wannichter trying to get to it, bounces up high off the glass. Hilliard will go back and contain. Hilliard, his pass. Hard one up to Cotta. Trying to drive in with Turner. He stopped towards the empty cage. It's picked off there by Appleweiser. He finds Albrecht. Albrecht. Cross-ice pass picked by Duffy. Appleweiser there. Now Duffy with it. Just looking towards the empty cage, but it's going to be called offside with 48.3 left to go in the third. And Paltov is actually going to come back into the net here. Off the face-off, it's won by Rutgers. Paltov waiting to go to the bench. He gets the signal for a second, but is told to go back. 37 seconds left to go. Pass to Reagan, back to Butchko. Trying to keep away there from the defense of Ivers. He's chased back. Reagan the other way now. Pass up to Haynes. Paltov will go to the bench with 21 seconds left. Not enough time. Trying to get a shot off was Rutgers. They can't do it. It goes all the way back into their end. Farmingdale will clear, and that's going to be an icing with 12.2 seconds left to go. Farmingdale in the midst of a nice upset here. We're down 1-0 coming into this third period and have scored 3 straight. As we're down to 12 seconds left, Reagan off the draw, quick shot, that one goes wide. As Haynes puts this one on, redirected just wide of the cage again. Final seconds ticking down as that one hits the rafters. Will we have one more face-off? Yes, we will. Indeed, we won't actually, and that will wrap things up for this one. And Farmingdale with an upset here over Rutgers. Brian Cronin take a bow. His night tonight as well as Farmingdale's, as they collect the 3-1 win over Rutgers. Final shot 63-53 in favor of Rutgers, but Farmingdale, 3 goals in the third, give them the 3-1 victory here over the Scarlet Knights in this one to close out the weekend here for us at BSB. What a weekend it was here at Breakout Sports Broadcasting, but that'll do things for this one. Farmingdale and Brian Cronin in net claim victory here over Rutgers for their second win of the year. Rutgers now fall to 1-4-0-1. Farmingdale 2-1 on the year. Final score 3-1 in favor of the Farmingdale State College Rams. Well, that'll do it for us. My name's Carlo Pascal. We'll see you next weekend, everybody, here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting for some more action. Until then, have a good one. We'll talk to you soon.